So in this video, I'm going to do a complete tour of the website that I built with Learndash. The theme I used is Astra Pro, and the page builder I use is Elementor Pro. And I'll talk about this a lot when I get in there, but because I'm going to go and the computer, I'll show you the whole my dashboard, all the plugins I'm using. I'll hop through all the pages. I'll show you the payment processing, everything. I'm just going to lay it out right here. But Elementor Pro is very cool. It helps you create the headers really easily. Learndash has tons of short codes, and you can just plug them in kind of wherever you want to create your login portal or create your different parts of your course page, things like that. So I really love that one too. But anyway, so I'm going to go on a tour of this whole website here and show you exactly what I did. All right, everyone. Well, I know a lot of people ask about what themes do you use, what builders do you use, what apps do you use with Learndash, and how do you put everything together? And so I'm about to close down my site. But before I do, because this business, I'm just closing it, it's going to become something else. But before I do, I'm going to do a tour of the entire site, including the back end, show you everything I've done, and then maybe this will be helpful for some people. All right, so this is a website. The theme I use is the Astra theme. I do have the Pro version because it saved me a lot of time because it gives you access to more editable features. I also use Elementor Pro, and if you're not using Elementor Pro, I strongly recommend it because it will save you a tremendous amount of time. All right, so the website was getajob.co, which is C-O. All right, and this was an online course because I was a recruiter, and this is how to get a job really quick. So starts with all of this. We had a really nice testimonial video, some calls to action. Anyway, this is just basic web design. It's just a basic sales funnel, so I don't think there's anything here that's really going to blow anyone's mind, but it is pretty. I think it's nicely put together. This is one of the things that was really important to me is I wanted people, because it was a $297 course, I wanted people to have a low barrier to entry so they could get started for $99, and you needed to do split payments to do that. I found all the WooCommerce extensions for doing this atrocious, and so I used Thrivecart, and I'll get into that in a second. All right, and then you could click sign up now, and Thrivecart has a nice split payment option. That's why I mentioned that. I had a bunch of testimonials here. Again, this is all done with Elementor and Elementor Pro, and this was me and my friend. I go by Joseph now, but I had Jay there. And I also was able to set up affiliate relationships because I used Thrivecart, and they have a really easy to use affiliate program that's included in there. So I did that. There's also a login page. I'll go to that in a second. I'm just going to go do a quick tour of the site. So this was our sales page, continued. Just some calls to action, the kind of stuff. I was able to embed the course here so people could actually look at all of the different things, and that's just a short code that embeds that. And then, just put a couple other things here, links to the social. There's a job search mentor page. This is because this guy, he's actually a career coach, a very good one. And so we set that up as a page for him. I do want to show you the login. Because this is a custom login. I'm pretty sure I did this with Uncanny Owl. And so this is the login page even the students see. And so say if you're new to the course, click your email. Here's how to be looking for your password. Because I found that very frustrating. Just that the announcement that you have a username and a password and everything, I thought was pretty weak with how it was set up. And then here, if you're not part of a course, but you stumbled on this landing page somehow, click here to get the thing. If you're already logged in, here's how you access your profile. I wanted to have all of this here so that people know how to get exactly to where they want to, which I think isn't always super intuitive with how Learndash was set up. So there's a lot of pages where I have this. So I'm going to click over to the profile. And before I do that, actually, I'll show you the Thrivecart really quick. The Thrivecart, allows you to set up this really nice checkout cart where I have a sense of urgency. I have my countdown timer. It always starts at 29 minutes no matter what. And then you can put in all your information here. It has a testimonial video. It lets me put even in the cart some of the reasons why you still want to buy this. And you put in your information very easily. Their payment processing is very simple. We can do credit card, PayPal, and then you can put a bump offer, which I think is awesome. So right now it says, okay, it's going to be $297, and it has these things: secure checkout, the encryption, so it makes people feel really safe. And then if I click that, I want to get this special one-time offer, only $80, a little bit of sales copy there, and then boom, it kicks them up to $377. So I made an extra $80 on the course. And then I can put my testimonials in here as well. And this is all a Thrivecart thing. So if you're interested in Thrivecart, not to be greasy, but I am connected to a really amazing affiliate that gets you this lifetime deal with it. That's pretty awesome. So if you're into that, that's cool. And then also here, they could sign up to be on my newsletter. So to me, this is the perfect checkout process. There was no point where they needed to go to a cart. All they did is we were on the page, they said they wanted it, and then immediately they're here where they put in their information, one click, and their credit card gets charged. I think all of that WooCommerce stuff just really slows down the process. And this just makes it so it's a super smooth user experience. Anyway, so if someone goes to their profile, I'm going to skip. So this I told you about profile page. So I have this, welcome back to your profile. If they stumble here somehow, you can click here, and again, it'll be to the Thrivecart, so you can buy right away. Reminder, check out the Facebook group, and something here, it's an upsell, where if you want to get some one-on-one coaching, you can click here. It's nice to keep putting in new upsells into your course page. If someone wants to actually sign into their course, and I'm going to hop into the back end and show everything behind this, but if someone wants to sign into their course, again, here we go. All these very clear instructions. Scroll down. If you're a current student, just letting them know exactly what to do. If you're not enrolled, do this. And remember, this isn't just about a paycheck. This is kind of just like letting them know why they're in the course. And they just go down to the lessons, and then, you all know how to do this if you're using Learndash. I did customize this thing a little bit, but you just click on the thing, and then, you go to the pages. Now for the course pages, I did customize this a little bit. I did the distraction-free learning option. And if you use Astra or Astra Pro, they have specific functionality with Learndash, and I might hop into that in a second. But you can say that you want a distraction-free learning environment, and so if someone clicks here, they can't click to anything. All they can do is go to their profile, but they can't go to another page on the website or anything like that. So anyway, got a big picture of our ugly mugs. I thought with some of these I had a different sidebar. So let me see if I can find the one that has a different sidebar, because I customized that a little bit. Yeah, so right here. We spent a lot of time on these videos. All right, so if this has the whole sidebar, and this is what I chose to do, put the course progress, course information, course details, and all the lessons here. I chose to customize it like that, and I think it's a good sidebar. I think that's effective for people. So that's essentially what the thing looks like. You can see I've hosted everything on Vimeo. Vimeo, I use the Pro account, which I think is well worth the money. And this is blocked, so it'd be very hard for people to steal this unless they're just doing straight screen capture software, and there's really nothing you can do to avoid that. But they can't download all the files and then ask for a refund or any of that kind of crud that people do. It's pretty secure, and it's hard for them to kind of pull one over on us. So I'm going to hop into the back end now. Well, let me hop to customize really quick, and then I'll go into the actual deep back end of it. So we're going to customize this puppy, and I just want to show you, because if you use the Astra theme, this will come up in a second here. So if you use the Astra theme, one of the nice things is that Astra has some nice customizations for WooCommerce. And I am using the Astra Pro, which it doesn't cost that much. I think it's really worth it. But then there's something here. I don't remember how this works. I got to find it. It's been a second. Yeah, if you go to Layout, they have a special Learndash integration with this theme. So you can go there and you can enable the distraction-free learning, which is what I talked about, where no one can do anything up with this. You can display the gravatar in the header. You can just pick where the profile picture links to. You can do a couple different things that are really nice, and you can do stuff to play around with the course content table as well. Let me see if any of these other ones also have a Learndash speciality. Yeah, if you go to the sidebar function, you can also play with the sidebar for Learndash, which is very nice. I mean, it automatically applies it across all the different lessons. So I liked that a lot. But let me see just if there was anything else here. I don't think that there was. Oh yeah, so we had this, and then let me see if there were any other ones here that meant anything useful for Learndash. No. No, the rest is just what it is. Okay, so let's hop into the back end. I'll get into some of the apps and stuff I was using. All right. So I did get the Pro panel. It was nice. We got to put the different students in there, and you can look at their reviews and everything. You can see I don't have a whole lot of students enrolled right now, which is part of why we're shutting it down. But I could look at, if you have Pro panel, you can look at everyone who's gone through the course, where they're at in it, recent activities, things like that. I did protect the course with Malcare, which I'll put a link to that in the description if I'm doing this on a YouTube. My Learndash is just kind of set up however you'd expect it to be set up, but I'll show you some of the plugins that I was using. So, like I said, I had Astra Pro in there. If you do use WooCommerce, you have to install autocomplete because it makes it so people just be able to start using the course immediately. Otherwise, you can have some big customer service issues. If they give you their credit card information, you charge it, and then they're not automatically in the course. People hate that. They want to get started going immediately. Bunny CDN is kind of a good CDN. Like I said, I was using Elementor Pro. I had my Pixel set up here because we were doing a lot of Facebook ads. I had Hotjar set up on there as well. Had the course grid, and I think everyone who's using Learndash knows about that. And then if you use Thrivecart, Learndash has a specific Thrivecart integration. So you'll need to get that. So some of these are, I haven't updated for a little bit, but there was the Uncanny Toolkit. This is huge. This other stuff, so I'll come back to that in just a second. All right. So the Uncanny Toolkit, this was one of the things that I just used a ton. Because this allows you to customize your login, and that's why I could make that login so colorful and user-friendly instead of just your standard WordPress login. Because what student, what customer wants to go and see that? You know, they want something welcoming, you know? Hiding the admin bar, I had that function on. The login, logout redirects, I did have this set, and also the login, logout links. And this is something where it allows you to add the login or logout to menus or to any page with a short code. And so that would allow me to add that login to a special page and just input the short code. And that's essentially how people were able to use it. So I created this thing, this login page for the 3 weeks course, because the course is called Get a Job in 3 Weeks. And so you can go to here, and I could just embed the login here. And then I was able to build everything around that piece of shortcode so that it would look really nice. Yeah, and normally what it has here is the normal login menu. It's just you don't see it right now because I'm already logged in and I don't want to log out because I want to show you the back end. So here, but this is what it looks like. You know, let's get to work. We're on your side. Success is right around the corner. You can just go right in there. All right. So back to the back end here. I also had autocomplete lessons, which I think is pretty valuable for people to use. All right, so anyway, those are all the different things I had involved in this, and I hope that it's helpful to just see a walkthrough of it. If you have any questions about this, like I said, I'm taking down the site, but you're more than welcome to email me or message me, and I'll try to help out however I can. I put links to a lot of the stuff that I did in the YouTube version of this video, so hopefully that's helpful for people. But I know just people are always looking for inspiration for how's this set up. And I gotta tell you, Thrivecart is just amazing. How easy it is to create the cart, because I hated that. I spent hours and hours talking to different people about how can we customize this WooCommerce checkout experience. Because the biggest thing for me was how do we actually have a real checkout experience that's easy for people and enjoyable for people. And I could not create it with WooCommerce. It just sucked so bad. But once I got Uncanny Owl and Thrivecart involved, everything started to look really good. So I'm going to cut out the video. I'm at 16 minutes now. I hope this was helpful for some people. And definitely let me know if I can do anything more to help you guys out, because I respect everyone who's trying to do a business like this, because it's so freaking hard. So, you know, kudos to everyone doing it. All right, that's all I got.